Hello, everybody. So I might not have as much to say about this one. This is going to be, of course, Typo Negative's 2003 album, "Life Is Killing Me," and it's not, and that's not because it's like not something I feel like is worth talking about, or because I don't like it. But I just don't have a lot of specific things to say about this album necessarily, um, other than it's very different than the preceding three albums. There's a lot of similarities between those last three albums, where there's a lot of longer songs. There's just certain elements about the sounds that make them feel more similar to one another. And I don't mean that in any kind of negative way, but I mean, like, you can tell those are all like Typo Negative songs, and you can still tell that here, but the style of music sounds different. And I remember the first time I heard this album, I wasn't totally on board with it at the time. This one grew on me a lot. This might be one of the most extreme turnarounds I've ever had on an album, maybe, where like I didn't hate it necessarily, but holy shit, like the difference between the first time I listened to it and like the second and third time, massive. Because the first time I wasn't really feeling it that much, and this is when I was like deep into Typo Negative. um, and then when geez, I just lost my brain for a second, like super hard. Well, yeah, like on future listens, man, basically everything except for like two songs is something that I'm like super into with this one. Um, so it's nearly a perfect album. And yeah, it's a good time. I mean, it's a good time in a certain way. It's not like these are fun to listen to and that they like make you happy necessarily, but they're good songs. Um, but yeah, there is still that classic Typo Negative kind of like depression uh, aura about this album. Of course, that's just the kind of music that they make. Um, but anyway, uh, I guess we'll do my top three because, like I said, aside from what I just was talking about, I don't really have a lot of specifics to go over here. But my number three pick is Todd Shipgods. This is a song that I don't relate to specifically, because I was not raised by my father to like hide my emotions necessarily. I did, but it wasn't because I was raised to. I don't know why I grew up feeling like I had to never show any signs of being depressed, because I don't think either of my parents knew what that was like for me. And I don't. This is like a weird moment, maybe, and maybe a little too serious for this type of video, but like seriously, like my this song includes lyrics about how like his father would encourage him to not let people see him be like upset or cry or whatever. That is absolutely not how I was raised, but for some reason I like raised myself like that, which was probably very harmful to my upbringing. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. No idea, but it's weird. Yeah, it's a weird song for me because it's like I sort of relate to it, but not directly, I guess, because the song is very much about like his father. Um, so yeah, like I don't relate to it in the sense that my father was anything like this song's portrayal of Pete's father, but I still relate to the idea of like that I won't cry. Like I relate to that. Again, despite not being raised like that. Anyway, which by the way, that is not a positive. That's a bad thing. It has done nothing but harm to me. So do not be like that, uh, if you can help it. Anyway, my number two pick is I don't even know why I'm so drawn to this song, but I've always loved this song. I think even the first time where I wasn't really into the album as a whole at that point, this song, like, I love this song. It's if you don't kill me, I'm gonna have to kill you, which is it's just like acronym, so it doesn't like say that whole thing. It's just like the initials of the letter or of the words. I fucking love this song. Something about it just hits me in a way where I just like really, really, really enjoy it. I don't really have any specifics to give on that. I just really love this fucking song. And then my number one pick, and this is one of my favorite Typo Negative songs, period, is "The Dream Is Dead." Love this song. Love the lyrics. I love the vocals. I love the music of it. It's a great song. I really, really love it. I do want to give some special mentions here. I Don't Want to Be Me almost made my top three, but I didn't want to sacrifice any of the ones that did make it. It's a good song, and it has a great music video with I think his name is Dan Fogel, the guy who was in Balls of Fury, which I haven't seen that movie in I don't know, 15 years or something. I remember thinking it was funny at the time. I don't know if it would have held up, for me or at this point. I haven't seen it in so long that I don't remember. But he is great in this music video. I recommend watching it at least once. I also want to give notice to Nettie, We Were Electrocute, and Anesthesia, because those are all great songs as well. But anyway, that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, which actually, wow, it's already over, because Dead Again, their 2007 album, is their last, sadly. So we're already pretty much at the end of talking about one of my favorite bands, which sort of makes me sad. But anyway, we'll talk about that next time. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.